Okay, welcome everybody on StreamYard. Welcome. We'll get everybody on Facebook going here. Welcome everybody on Facebook. This is Jeff Eichen here, and I hope my sound is good today. And we got our lovely Genie in the bottle. We got Crazy Pop Mom, and we got Russell. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I'm wearing a heart shirt. So what does my shirt say? It says, what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? So we got, we got some good breezy here. Hang on. Let's see if I can fix my mouse here, and we'll be back in the center of things. Here we go. Okay, so welcome everybody, and it's great getting growing older with you all and having another Valentine's Day. It seems like it's almost Christmas again. I mean, come on. And Hemp Hooray. It's Jeff Eichen here, and we are recording, and we feel good. We feel good to have the young contingency on board. Thank you, Solo, for showing up and being part of us. Thank you, Crazy Pop Mom. And Jeannie, you look lovely today. And Russell, you look gorgeous as always. Russell, can you give us a flex? Can you flex us for a minute? Come on, we want to see a flex. There you go. There you go. Okay. So that's the muscle behind us, everybody. You mess with me, you're going to have to go through Russell, because he's going to be there at the concert with us, and he's going to protect me, baby. He's going to be in charge of the muscle people. Maybe we'll have a muscle beach there, we'll just have and I'll get my vegan bodybuilders and my hemp bodybuilders, and because I've got everybody. I've got this lady in Canada, and she does 420 yoga. Come on. 420 yoga is the best, and so, but these days I'm pretty lightweight on my smoking. Well, we had a little smoke out during the Super Bowl, and so Super Bowl is like this. Here's a bowl. Okay, here's my little pipe. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and we all took one hit of Gorilla Glue 4, and everybody was still stoned the next morning. So it was just, we passed the BONG, and so it was really fun. And but I'm a lightweight these days, so be respectable and responsible when you smoke, everybody. But we're going to start the show off really quickly here with a share screen and my intro. So dig it and have fun, and welcome aboard, ladies and gents. Weeds Day, everybody, with Jeffy Fresh. So let's see if we got our incredible intro in here. So here's our intro. Go, baby.
First of all, that there's so many people in prison for marijuana still, when there's a whole lot of other people running around saying marijuana is legal. That even happened to me about a year ago now, in the federal penitentiary at Terre Haute, Indiana. As the doctor looked at me when the nurse described my background, and she says, "What are you still doing in prison? Marijuana's legal."
Hello, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen here with the new peace sign that stands for weed, the plant cannabis that people are still in jail for 3 strikes and for federal crimes and Schedule 1. So we call them 420 POWs, and we are going to begin our concert series for Relief. Relief is my organization that I've organized for the last 3 years, and we're finally putting the show on the road. So we invite you to a number of our events, starting locally in Port Townsend, and the first one is March 9th at 4:20 p.m. on Washington Street. We'll give you the details. Just click on the QR code, come to me, and get all the details, and free the prisoners, free the plant, free yourself.
Young people speaking their minds, getting so much resistance from behind.
Jeff Eichen here with Life is the Movie. I'm sticking to my story. Thank you all for joining in here and watching this incredible story of people, yes, still in prison for life, for a plant, and for nonviolent crimes. It's time to level the playing field and to tell your authorities and globally to end prohibition. We can do this, folks. We have to. It will manifest in so many different ways across the board. Hooray, I mean what I say, reformed, clemency, and restitution. It's a good time to speak up and through film, share this with the world and end global prohibition.
Mr. Tommy Chong for Labor's Madness.
Yay, Tommy. Hooray. So it's all I got for our little episode there, and let's bring it back to the beautiful playground here. And hello, everybody. It's really great to see you. It looks like springtime in the Southwest. That is with Russell and Teja. And so let's start off with Russell. Well, first I want to say happy Valentine's, everybody, on our show. And what does my shirt say? It says, "What are you grateful for?" So tell me, everybody, tell me what you're grateful for. And we have Portugal in the house. So it's fun to have everybody on today. It's Valentine's Day. Just be sure to put your wings on and fly into your sweetie's heart, into your own heart, and into the prisoners' hearts. Go to freedomgrow.org and send the prisoners a Valentine. There's lots of portals. Pardon my hacking there. But I'm wearing a hemp hat, everybody. I'm wearing a heart T-shirt today for Valentine's Day. This is for my sweetie. Love you, Kimmy. And so we're going to get updates all over the place today. We just had a great intro. Saw some prisoners that were talking. We welcome Portugal in the house with Eric Boone. Thank you so much. At your service. It's so beautiful to have our farmy, our green farmy, navigating and negotiating on our Eric, on our welcome board, on our intro. We were talking a little bit more every day and every time about our concert that we're promoting. We're getting closer. Our back office is doing well. We're working on our 501. Vivian said that he's going to help as much as he can. We know that he's under the weather, but Godspeed for everybody. But we're doing on March 9th, everybody, here locally, I'm doing a 20-person, we're doing 20 people for $500. We want to raise $10,000 to be able to pay for our production team. And we want to get this thing rolling because in 2025 on 420, we're going to have a concert at the Oakland Coliseum with 42,000 people. And we're gonna make that happen. I've got word from Snoop's people. He's not booked or anything like that, but if we can get Snoop on board, we'll get Willie on board. If we get Willie on board, we'll get Earth, Wind, and Fire on board. If we want Chance the Rapper, I mean, they're all getting older. But let's talk to Solo. Solo, who would you like to see on stage with us to help the prisoners? That's young. Who's going to bring the young people in? What band? What music? I mean, besides, you know, I mean, slightly stupid, but they're all getting older now. Who young is weed centric?
Wiz Khalifa.
Well, Wiz, okay, yeah. Well, Wiz is touring with Snoop, so we get Snoop, we'll get Wiz, and we're talking to their people. They're talking to us, but we got to raise the money, everybody, to do this all. So I'm getting the people behind me to keep an eye on everything, the accounts and everything. So we do this legitimately. We get it done. The swag is going to be great. The day is going to be great. It's all going to be on the blockchain. All tickets are going to be good for the next concert. You buy a ticket from us on an NFT ticket with my weed photo on there. It's going to be an NFT collectible. And then that ticket will get you pre-concert for the next concert. We may do a concert in New York, Miami, or Portugal, or maybe Brazil. Whoever steps up with
Dallas.
and maybe Dallas, you know, how about them Cowboys? So,
You don't have to go there.
so Super Bowl, we don't have to go there. So Super Bowl is more than just Super Bowl. It's the bowl of excitement, the bowl. So Super Bowl is going to happen with our concert. We want to bring the prisoners in, let them get on stage, get their awards, bring Tommy Chong. We'll give him a shout, and everybody, all the OGs and the prisoners that are home, everybody. So stay with us. And call me if you have an inkling to donate to our cause and to get our movement financed and running. So that's my my seed planting for the day. We're planting seeds. We want to grow the plant and get to our concert and have all the prisoners there. We're going to do a small event here on March 9th. In Port Townsend with 20 people. We're going to do a larger event with Paul Stanford's movie and my movie at the Rose Theater here in Port Townsend. That'll also be a fundraiser. Then we're going to do a concert, and we're navigating some beautiful people. I just heard my friend said, I'll get you Ricky Lee. I'll get you, who's the guy with the gravelly voice? What's his name? We all know him. She said Ricky Lee and Tom Waits, you know, and so none of them have manifested yet, but they all puff the medicine. And our prisoners are in jail for something that we all need to step up for and come together and make these concerts happen. So in August, around there, we're going to be doing a concert here at the McCurdy Pavilion with 300 seats, and we're going to blast it out. And that's when we're going to raise the major amount of money to do the concert next year. So Hemp Hooray, everybody. Welcome aboard. Solo, come on board, Solo. You look great today in San Francisco. Give us a quote of the day, and we'll get started with this beautiful show today. Thank you, Solo, for showing up.
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it. Grand rising to everybody. Peace and blessings to all the fellow stoners. The quote for today is quoted by Kobe. I wanted you to know that it doesn't matter how hard you work, that I'm willing to work harder than you.
Hey, that sounds like a pep talk. And I was talking to Russell earlier before the show started about peptides. And so how you doing these days, Solo? Are you getting closer to finding that elusive cannabis job?
Every day is progress. As long as I'm talking about cannabis, that's all that matters. So I'm working on it. Every day is a progress.
Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. So let's bring up Jeannie. Jeannie, give us an update.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody, or Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. And so I'm trying to meet with Nana, and I have not made that happen yet, but we're still working on it.
Nana, we need her sodas for September,
Yes.
for March 9th.
For March 9th, yes. I just made a note to myself right here.
Okay.
And I've got that penciled in. I'm definitely going to be working on that. it is Valentine's Day. I want everyone to know that we're thinking of them, especially the prisoners. We never stop thinking about you, no matter what day it is. Any day that ends in Y, the New Green Army has you in our hearts and in our minds. And it's gonna end soon for you. We're gonna get you free, don't you worry. And we're gonna take care of your families, and we're gonna just keep going. 420 strong, everybody. 420 strong, Solo.
There,
420 strong, Russell. 420 strong, Tracy, with your beautiful custom, one-of-a-kind art behind you there. So beautiful. Everybody, find out how you can help us help them. Do your part, do your bit, and just know that we're all part of this. And it doesn't matter if you know somebody or you don't, it affects us all. And that it will go across the board in so many ways. The goodness and the karma and just all of it will go in so many directions. So do the right thing and help us help them. And that's my update. Hi, everybody.
hey, happy Valentine's Day, sweetheart, and Genie in a bottle. So that's our beautiful Genie. While we're on the female side of things, let's, you know what? I'm going to put you both on the same screen, and let's see if I can get you guys together here with pinned to the first screen. They're both together. So say hello to each other and yeah, give us an update, Crazy.
I am working towards the 420 event, so this time, oh, hold on a minute. I should have known better. The lovely background doesn't let us do anything. So I've made these pens. They still have to have my name on them and then the top coat.
They're beautiful.
That's what I'm working on now because I have a lot of stuff to replace for the event because I sold a lot to a store over the summer and now I'm in panic mode because I'm like, over the Christmas holidays, sorry, not the summer.
Yay!
So I'm like, oh my God, I got to replace everything. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm in panic mode. So we're making pens.
Well, great. Happy Valentine's Day to all you mothers, but I was going to say Happy Mother's Day.
Valentine's Day to the weed prisoners. We are thinking about you on this day for sure, if not every other day, of course. But now, because we're just like, this is a day that you should be at home if any other day. So we are here for you, and we are still pushing and trying our best.
And I want you two ladies to come together and represent the ladies. If I had flowers, I would maybe I could give you some 3D 3D weed flowers. I wish it could go through the magic of the internet, but may you both have beautiful flowers in your life today. And we're going to bring up let's bring up Eric Boone from all the way from Portugal. So there you guys. You guys are three of a pair. Say hey, Eric, to the ladies and give us an update.
Great to see you.
It's good to see you also.
There are way worse problems to have in business than selling out of your stock, though. So that's a good problem to have.
That's a good problem, yes.
It is, right? I've not had that problem before. That's why I'm getting used to it.
All right. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Now we've got some interesting updates in Portugal, actually, because as you know, we've been trying to scale HempFest overseas. We had one small show in the Azores, which is like the Hawaii of Portugal, just a little archipelago out in the middle of the Atlantic. But I've actually teamed up with for a new concept that we're pretty excited about, actually, because we're seeing a lot of event fatigue in just in general, like especially as all the the new states come online and legalized, and everyone, like every major city in that state has to have an event. And now everyone has like 700 events across and now Europe's coming online. So Germany has a huge B2C and huge B2B. Spain has a huge B2B and B2C. Portugal has a good sized B2B. And
what is B2B? What is B2B? Bud to bud?
No, business to business.
So that's ICBC and Cannabis.
ICBC would be more B2B and Cannabis would be B2C. because you have a lot more consumers. There's still B2B going on at Cannabis, but that's a general access, fairly reasonably priced tickets. Whereas, an ICBC, those are outrageously expensive.
You mean to have a booth there, or just to show up as
No,
a?
just to show up.
Oh,
It's
just to show up,
it's
right?
like $1,000 or something. Yeah, and I
Right.
mean they're trying to keep it at a business level. Like it's not.
Well, if I was traveling and not doing my show, I talked to the people at ICBC. They'd have me out there to do media for them or to come do my show, and it wouldn't cost me anything except for to get there. I need to be I need to be flown out to these places. And if you're doing something in the future, let's make a budget and get me out there. I'd love to help you with live streaming and what we do, and also have WEEDSDAY there, because today, everybody, we're on episode 194, WEEDSDAY. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, shoot me some numbers, Jeff, because I'll tell you what we got going on. Like there's I've partnered with Canna Portugal, which is it's B2B, but with some B2C as well. So you've got like Friday's more the business day, and Saturday traditionally has been more the consumer day. But then there's also an awards show called the World CBD Awards.
Sure.
They're based out of the UK. They've made a very prestigious name for themselves. It's a very hoity-toity, highbrow event. That's quite VIP, invite only, and then Seattle Hemp Fest. So essentially, what we've done is we've combined forces and designed a trilogy event, which will open with the award ceremony, essentially industry recognition and networking. That will flow into Canna Portugal, the B2B event.
Sure.
And then we'll top it off with a fantastic educational party in the form of HempFest International.
I have
So instead of
I have now 3 streaming cameras. These cameras go directly to software where we can go between 3 cameras and do a side, a front, and another side, and we can put everything on. And these events also, and I have a website for my expo photography, my event photography. But the idea with these cameras, these really cool state-of-the-art cameras that I got off of a GoFundMe site, they're really great to also share with the world in a professional way with 3 camera shoot. Maybe a pay-per-view, $10, and you get to watch Canna Portugal, and there could be a great deal of money coming in from that.
Yeah, that's a fantastic idea. Like I said, send me numbers, because this conjoined event, this trilogy event, the appeal is, you're essentially at the gateway to Europe. You're right at the front gate, so it's not really a Portuguese show as much as a European show as this market comes online. And you're covering all your bases. You're covering B2B, B2C, and your networking all with one event. So sponsors will have the opportunity to sponsor all 3 events as a package deal.
We might even be able to get with Brooke, who does the women in cannabis, and maybe just have a couple of women in cannabis, or have a panel. I mean, we want to start representing the women, in cannabis, and because it's a dude's world, and it pisses me off, that we.
I've got a standing promise from Hillary Black up in Canada.
Okay.
To come visit, and she's essentially the Jack Harrer of Canada. Canada's legalization is due large in part to the efforts of Hillary Black, and she is a legend. So she's offered.
Let's get her on the show one day.
Okay, I'll reach out to her.
Yeah. Reach out to her. Reach out to her.
But this, what's really cool about in this first year, this is the first year, so we're going to be a little shoestringy, but we're going to have sponsors for everything. Like there's going to be a technology sponsor, there's going to be a music sponsor, then you'll have your diamond, platinum, and gold sponsors, and then we'll have about 90 booths. So we're not talking like anywhere near MJ BizCon, But you know, I mean, that's overwhelming too. If you're one
Well,
of
but you
many-
also said that there's fatigue. There's expo fatigue right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
You know, I mean, what the hell? We here at Weeds Days support all the expos, but we're not being represented there. 40 Tons is not there, and on every expo, and nor is Freedom Grower Can Do and or Ramaste. You know, with the Relief Project. So yeah, so let's talk offline, Eric. Welcome aboard today. Any final updates?
Yeah, just that the event is scheduled to take place in October of this year
Fantastic.
in Estoril, which is about 15 minutes by train west of Lisbon proper.
So you can fly in
so-
there and get on the train, and you're 15 minutes, you're at the event.
Yeah, it's a little bit farther from the airport, but not far at all. I mean, very accessible and super nice too. I mean, everyone hears about Cascais, which is right along the Atlantic, and it's a big resort. Like that's where, you know, Ronaldo has his big house and everything. But but Estoril is like that's where Madonna has her place. Like it's really it's more subdued than Cascais, but it's really nice too. And we've got a beautiful venue that we're going to set up at, and we're really excited for it. So our dates, it was scheduled for the 9th through the 13th, but we're going to have to play with the dates a little bit. But in October of this year, there's enough buy-in. I think we're rocking and rolling. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Well, I'm proud of you all. That sounds great. That sounds great.
Thank you.
We're really excited, and so we can, you know, let's get you connected to Wilfred also, because Jason, with his hemp tobacco and his show on you know forever on Netflix, he's in Spain. Let's get you,
dude. I talk like I was the one who brought him on your show. Like I talk with Jason all the time. He's actually moving back to Australia. He's not going to be in Spain.
Oh, okay.
But he's got some great things cooking over there. But yeah, he's not. He's actually sort of become a friend of mine over the last couple of years. So it's been really awesome to work with Jason.
Well, we definitely thank you so much for bringing Jason on board. Yeah, Jason's been silent for a long time. What do you know? Have any updates on Jason besides Australia?
Yeah, I mean, just the with the the U.S. being how it is, he got screwed over on a couple deals, which I mean, all of us have binders full of stories of getting screwed over in the cannabis industry. So I mean, that's nothing new. But he's been doing well, but not extraordinarily well. Europe has like Germany kind of shit in the bed on their legalization program. Has kind of slowed up Europe in general. So a lot of us who had all the faith in the world are sort of like raising a Dwayne Johnson eyebrow at this point to the whole legalization movement in Europe. It'll come along, but they just need to pull their heads out.
Well, that's why here at Weeds Day we're focusing on the Prisoner Project, staying on the 420 highway, not trying to crack the code with a giant expo, but we are trying to do a bring all the prisoners together in a concert situation that's going to travel year after year. But once we do the first one and we get everybody down and we do the documentary on the day of a big fat frickin' concert, and Oakland Coliseum said, yes, we want you, Jeffrey. Once we do that, we'll be able to raise awareness. These B2Bs are just keeping everybody in the same industry making money. And there's a really difficult aspiration that we have, or just a big aspiration that we have to bring the Prisoner Project into all these expos and to be represented there. So I'd love to come and help you guys. Like I said, I've got the new technology. I'm really excited about streaming and making you guys some money, let alone bringing it for everybody and for freeing the prisoners. So it's really exciting to have you. Welcome, Paul. Paul, come up and say hi to Eric. and I'll pin you on the front screen. Paul, say hey and give us an update.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Hey, sorry I'm late. I looked at the clock. It was like 3:30. I was like, I'm late for Weeds Day.
Hey, you're beautiful. Tell us, say hi to Eric in Portugal.
Eric, yeah, I met him before on the show.
Yeah. Howdy, Paul. Good to see you again.
Good. Just having a regular day, trying to go out and, same thing, string up some business. So it's going pretty good. I got two new clients. They're coming up. It does cost money to raise money, so they're coming up with the money. But we got two new potential clients.
Oh, great!
To build some factories, Shreveport, Louisiana, and California. Gentlemen in California.
So, have you worked with Larry yet? Larry Serban?
I met him. I haven't worked with him, like really worked with him, but when I was in Los Angeles, I went to his place and met him, and the guy's on top of it, man. That guy's like one of the originals.
Yeah. We did back in the 80s or 90s, we did the first hemp fashion catalog with all of his fabric, and we printed it on hemp paper with hemp ink. I mean, he is totally the OG, the original. And he was making last year, a few years ago, before the pandemic, he was making 4x8 sheets of hemp plywood in Idaho. And then that factory closed down and didn't want to do it anymore. So we got to use that technology and stop cutting trees.
I agree. I mean, why are we cutting trees? It doesn't make any sense. I think we're moving towards not doing that. I don't know how long it's going to be. I really don't. 10, 15 years. I don't know what you guys think about it, but we don't have to chop down the trees. We don't have to wait 30 years to harvest them again when you can just grow it and make it. It's pretty simple. And the wood paneling and the fiberboard and insulation and, everything. Well, I'd like to see this. If one developer, even if he only made 10 or 15 homes in the development he's putting together, but if he made a development and made hemp homes available, that would be national news. Everybody would look at it and say, I'm going to do it. So I think it's going to take that one developer to do it.
We're getting ready to go to NOCO again. Eric, Morris at NOCO? Yeah, we're getting ready to go to NOCO this year and have our film festival there and raise some money for our project. But that's the best hemp show in America every year, and that's in Colorado. So I'll invite you there, Paul. We'll see each other there. Maybe we'll room together at an Airbnb, like I did last year with the Lakota hemp tribe. I had Duck and Pamela, and they're here from Washington, but they work in Lakota, which is South Dakota, and they want to help their tribe grow 1 million acres of hemp and start to do hempcrete houses globally.
To grow it, you got to have processors that are going to buy it, and that when that exists, then it's on. It's on from there. It's on right now. Actually, it's on right now.
Well, I think when I'll go offline with you and tell you when the event is and everything. I think that's important for you to be there, to walk the floor, to be with me and do a Weeds Day there. But that's your place. That's where all the hemp people are. The hempcrete, hemp plastic. I mean, I don't have my sunglasses today, but this is a hemp plastic. I mean, come on a 3D printer, and they're making sunglasses now. I have them, they're out in my car, but BMW is using this hemp plastic. Whoop, there we go. Hemp plastic to make their cars now, to make their door panels. And, Henry Ford did it way back when. And so we're just behind the times, everybody. And why should we be breathing petroleum plastic when you can make it out of HEMP, What the heck?
Like all the European manufacturers are doing it. Mercedes, Porsche, Audi, VW, like all of them are actually doing it. And yeah, I'd love to go. I just entered my mind. I just saw it on LinkedIn, so I'd love to go and meet you out there for sure. Count me in.
Hang on. Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt. We'll definitely plan that whole trip. So everybody, it's time for the news. We've had a little bit from everybody, and I am going to share my screen and give you some news. So here we go. Let's get some news going here, and bear with the technology here, everybody. We've got technology here. Bada bing, bada bang. And we're going to go right to here. Boom and boom. Can everybody see my screen? Yes. So WEEDSDAY presents the news, the Canna news. Rodimus Para is not here today, but just imagine the music. Da 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 da. The Canna news. So I'll come back and read you the news, everybody. Let's go right now and bring the. Oh, you know what? I'll share the news with you, everybody. It's really cool to see this news article that I have. I'll share the news with you today. So let's get my little elephant there, Evernote. And the Canna News on WEEDSDAY here, everybody. Episode 194 from heavyweight boxing champion and legal entrepreneur Mike Tyson on Tuesday unveiled a new line of cannabis seeds that is now available to home growers through a collaboration with famed pot seed bank Royal Queen Seeds. The initial offering of seeds for 6 weed strains is now available online. So why should somebody be in jail for fucking weed? So they're going to be co-branding under the Tyson 2.0 and Royal Queen Seeds brands name. Tyson 2.0 is a cannabis accessory brand co-founded by champion boxer and entrepreneur Mike Tyson and weed advocate. The company's mission is to revolutionize the cannabis industry by crafting innovative and premium products to celebrate their purity, their precision, and wide accessibility, according to the statement from the company. Boxing legend and his brand now 2.0 is offering cannabis seeds as in headquarters in Barcelona. Royal Queen Seeds, RQS, has been producing cannabis seeds since 2007, and with many of the company's strains talking honors, prestigious cannabis competitions around the world. The company has a brick and mortar locations in Amsterdam, Barcelona, Bangkok, New York, and as well as network of distributions to supply the seeds to more than 250 independently owned stores. So cannabis seeds for 6 strains available now. The first to drop, Tyson 2.0 cannabis, is Royal Queen Seeds. And so that's really cool. And let's see, we got Gelato 44, Dynamite Diesel, NYC Sour D, Autoflower Goat Lotto, Auto, and Punch Pie, Corkscrew Autoflower. And the collection is characterized as a combination of nostalgic meets the new genetics offered as a feminized and auto-flowering seeds that will consistently deliver exceptional home grow experience, according to a joint statement from the two companies. Joint statement. This is Jeff Eichen with WEEDSDAY episode 194. So feminized seeds are produced in a process that causes nearly all plants to be feminine. Because you know what happens when there's a male around. There's a lot of testosterone. So, but it's not good in the weed industry to have a male plant within all the women, or you lose your potency, which are prized for the resonance flowers potent with the THC, primary psychoactive compound in marijuana. The auto-flowering seeds produced plants, unlike most strains of cannabis, do not need consistent, relatively short day length, meaning being a maintained flowering, to maintain their flowering, tending cannabis plants from the 2.0 Royal Seed collaboration, courtesy of Mikey. So we're really proud of Mike. We want to bring him on board for the concert and for our golf tournament. So let's see. Great cannabis flowers start with great genetics, he said in a joint statement. The two companies growing cannabis at home has long been a pastime of this community, and the collaboration makes it easy for consumers to know the seeds that they buy, the same high quality cannabis that Tyson himself expects. So I heard that Mike had a strain somewhere, and I don't know if that's one that he's selling the seeds for. That's the most potent strain in America. But Jeff Eichen doesn't want that. I don't want to be couch locked. No freaking way. So it's really beautiful. Now, we were talking with Eric about, Germany backing away from their legalization and how the world is stupidly not figuring it out. Guess what Thailand did? Thailand made it legal 2 years ago, and it says that could change soon. So this is a new article, everybody. 2 years after Thailand made pot legal, it appears to set the crackdown on its freewheeling drug market with a ban on recreational use. Legal cannabis has fueled Thailand's tourism and farming trade and spawned thousands of neon green shops, but it's facing public backlash over the perceptions that under regulations has made the drug available to kids and caused crime. Oh my gosh, what's the name of my movie? Lifer's Madness. What about Reefer Madness? So the health minister, Konalan Skrieyu, however you pronounce that human being, said last week that he had recommended a draft bill to the cabinet that would ban recreational cannabis use while allowing medical. The cabinet is expected to approve sending the parliament to parliament soon, but has not yet taken it up of its most recent meeting on Tuesday. As a draft version of the law circulated for public comment in January, it would make using cannabis for entertainment, pleasure, a crime punishable by 60 Baha, $1,700 fine that would allow medical marijuana, but didn't give details on how it would be controlled. What the hell? So high time in Thailand, now weed laws and tours across Asia. Thailand was the first country in Asia to legalize cannabis, decriminalize the spread, spearheaded by the party, which made it a major part of its platform. In 2019 general election, the party stronghold in the poor Northeast, where it promised farmers cannabis would be a new crop. What the heck? What's so incredibly hard to get over that? The planet? Come on, planet. We can grow hemp. We can grow marijuana. We can help the economy and give new jobs. Party leader became health minister and important member of the military-led coalition, pushing through a 2022 amendment to the narcotics law that dropped cannabis from the list of controlled drugs. That's what they're thinking about in America, but we want them to re-legalize pot here from WEEDSDAYS. That's what I think should happen. So he had promised that cannabis would be allowed only for medical use, but in practice, the market was nearly unregulated, and the health ministry issued regulations that made cannabis controlled herb that requires a license for planting or selling, as well as banning online sales to pregnant women and people under 20 and public smoking. But cannabis can be purchased easily and practically anyone at many unlicensed establishments online. The media quickly filed with response of the drug-fueled treatment and cannabis and psychological issues from more than 37,000 patients in the fiscal year of 2022, more than 63,000 patients. I mean, come on, legalize it, everybody. Jeff Eichen, that's my vote.
If I could jump on the soapbox on this one really fast.
Come on
because
come on in. Yeah, come on in.
It's an important legislative issue to look at because Thailand is a very interesting case.
Right.
They talk about it being legalized 2 years ago. Well, 4 years ago, you know, being caught with a significant amount of cannabis could have gotten you the death penalty.
Right, I remember,
So
yes.
it was one of the most stringent countries on the planet as
Yes.
far as cannabis prohibition, and we've been following this for a long time because there was this group of expats called the Thai Cannabis Corp, complete shysters, like absolute bottom of the barrel in our industry. But they and they've fallen by the wayside at this point. But they were in contact with the Thai royal family, and this had been an issue on the table for some time. And when they just up and like said, okay, as of tomorrow, like you don't get decapitated for cannabis anymore. It's now legal medically. And it was just like, wait, what? In Thailand? That's crazy. That's almost like saying, you know, North Korea legalized freedom or something like that.
Right.
It was crazy. So it was really uncharacteristic. And then like just within like a year or a few months, then recreational came down the line. And I mean, Thailand was
They were horrible.
wild,
You
wild west. You would go into any, like there were shops all over the place.
right.
Suddenly, and I don't hold me to this statistic. I don't remember the exact number, but it was shocking. Something like 65% of all farmers in Thailand started growing cannabis. And I'm not talking about industrial hemp that'll help the planet. I'm just talking about straight up intoxicating weed, which is totally fine too. But I mean, it was such a radical extreme, a shift from the right to the left, that it was bound to run into some issues. This whole reeling back of the program, this is the first I've heard of it. It is disappointing, but it's not surprising.
Right.
And
Well,
it speaks to a greater a greater message, is that like in the U.S. we were way too stringent with it. In Thailand, they liberalized it way too much. So we got to find.
Well, they did it too quickly and they didn't think about it. And I've always said, even during the Jack Herer days when I was hanging out with Jack, we need one law, one rule that everybody goes by, and it makes it simple. And we re-legalize it, and we use the alcohol, template, and we're done. You know, if we are responsible with it globally, we can get this plant re-legalized everywhere, but it's very difficult. So we're going to focus on the prisoners, everybody. We're coming for you. Jeff Eichen 194 episode. Don't forget me. I've got my little camera in my hand. It's super cool, you guys. It's super cool. You can't believe this little baby.
Speaking of prisoners, how's Edwin doing?
Edwin's doing great. Edwin was going to come on last week or this week, and I'm getting my paperwork into Edwin to go visit him, and maybe Randy Lanier will go with me also. So that'll be cool.
Dallas, okay?
We'll come through Dallas for sure.
Yeah, come through Dallas and hang out a day.
Okay, well, get your Pan American United flights ready for me, and we'll go to Cabo.
American Airlines.
Okay. Well,
I'll work on that, really.
They're all the same to me. But I love you all, everybody. We've got a few more minutes in the show here. And so, Solo, you got a second quote for us for today so everybody can know how to just take their tarot solo with us today? Because we don't have Lala on today.
Yeah, I have another quote, but before my quote, I just had a question about legalizing cannabis in the United States. My thing is, there are a lot of people like in Congress and everything, and there are a lot of people who are against legalizing cannabis because of the smoking reasons, but do many of them know like what we're talking about, like building hempcrete? Building like hempcrete.
You mean the industrial side? The industrial side?
Yeah, do a lot of people even know more about like what cannabis does to help people instead of how much we all hear the negative stigma about what it brings? Because we hear that so much. do they really want to be honest about how much it helps the planet and stuff? But that's what I kind of want to know.
They're all in big pharma's pocket, Breezy. They look at people like me with a pacemaker, people who've died. You know, they talk about how cannabis is no good for heart health. That's bullshit, brother. This is all smoke and mirrors. They're scared to death of the plant because it's going to put a lot of them drugs out of business. I've helped so many people get off pharmaceutical drugs. That's a threat to them. And you know that. They own every media outlet. United States and New Zealand are the only two countries who are allowed to publicize or market pharmaceuticals. Nobody else is allowed to do that. They are in control, and that's the only reason that cannabis is not federally legal. They're talking about making it a Schedule 3. That's a joke. I take dronabinol, okay? That's the only legal weed. That's the strongest legal weed, by the way, here in Texas. And it's pharmaceutical. It's expensive. But this right here, I grow my own, brother. And that's what scares the shit out of them. That's an answer to your question.
Well, the idea is to re-legalize it globally, and we were talking the complications of Thailand. They used to kill you if you would speak it. You know, I was at a event.
Look at Germany, Jeff.
Yeah, I was in
Look at Germany's doing it.
I was at an event about
Asheville.
10 or 15 years ago, and I forget where it was. I was in a hotel room or something with these Japanese people, and I said, "Can you have pot in Japan?" They go, "No, you can't even say the word on the street. It's like saying BOMB in the airport." And so it's still effed up, everybody. It's time for us to level the playing field and just end prohibition. I mean, look at alcohol. How many years was alcohol illegal, and all those movies with the little machine guns, and they were breaking all the barrels, and the alcohol would come down, and blah, 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 blah. You know, fuck the mafia, fuck the war on drugs. It's the war on people.
It's control, and it's not fair. Look what it's done for me. I went to the doctor yesterday, and they're just blown away. And they know it's all because of that plant. I'm doing wonderful because of the plant. As a matter of fact, I'm going to head to physical therapy. Wonderful to see everybody today.
I think a lot of us are incredibly healthier with our beautiful skin, with our beautiful blah, because we're not smoking tobacco. We're smoking cannabis.
And we're not taking pharmaceuticals like Oxycontin, hydrocodone, all that stuff. It kills blood cells.
I have a T-shirt that says "Fuck opiates." Look what it did to Michael Jackson. Look what it did to Prince. Look what it did to, and forget that they were special people.
I lost my brother to fentanyl last year.
Yeah, fentanyl. Yeah, my DJ friend Josh played the trumpet while he was DJing in San Francisco. Won DJ of the Year 3 years in a row. Went to his mom's house in Idaho. Got sober, came back, did a little bit more fentanyl, but his body wasn't used to it, and he died. And he's not here to blow the horn and DJ and make people happy and forget that there's war in the Middle East, So everybody come together right now over me, over weed. Jeannie, I saw that. I saw that. So everybody, it's really beautiful to have you. Everybody hold your 3 fingers up, and I'll do our thank you photo here. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, wait. Solo, let's see your fingers. Come on, Solo. Put them by your face. There you go. Okay, I got it. So
Adios, guys.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you, definitely, Russell. And thank you, Eric, for coming on. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Jeannie. And thank you, Crazy Pop Mom. It's kind of all we got today. But remember that Thailand used to kill people for marijuana. We've got lifers in prison still, So help me with the concert, everybody. Know that we're not going to stop till we get people on stage. Eric, I'll I'll follow up with you. Text me on WhatsApp or something like that. Your specific email. I'll email you our deck and what I'm about. But I'll also email you the package of my photography, my event photography.
Yeah, just shoot an email to eric@hempfest.org.
Okay. All right. We'll do that. And everybody, I'm going to share my screen. And unless there's, Solo, you didn't have your final quote. Come on, baby.
Okay, so for final quote for today, quoted by the great Anonymous. Moving forward is moving on.
Wait a minute. Sounds good to me. So everybody just get your Tyson 2.0 seeds in the mail and end prohibition, everybody. I'm going to share my screen. And if you want to talk to me, call me. Y'all got my number. And we're getting ready for March 9th we're going to ask 20 people for $500. We're raising $10,000 to begin our push to the big concert at Oakland Coliseum. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen and do our outro here. There we go. So we got the Canna News up there. Let's go and get here we go. Boom. Boom. Boom.
First of all, that there's so many people in prison for marijuana still, when there's a whole lot of other people running around saying marijuana is legal.
This guy was in jail for
They
pot.
came to me about a year ago now in the federal penitentiary at Terre Haute, Indiana. Is the doctor looked at me when the nurse described my background, and she says, "What are you still doing in prison? Marijuana is legal."
Hello, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen here with the new peace sign that stands for weed, the plant cannabis that people are still in jail for 3 strikes and for federal crimes and Schedule 1. So we call them 420 POWs, and we are going to begin our concert series for Relief. Relief is my organization that I've organized for the last 3 years, and we're finally putting the show on the road. So we invite you to a number of our events, starting locally in Port Townsend. And the first one is March 9th at 4:20 p.m. on Washington Street. We'll give you the details. Just click on the QR code, come to me, and get all the details. And free the prisoners, free the plant, free yourself.
There's something happening. Young people speaking their minds, getting so much resistance from behind.
Jeff Eichen here with Lifers the Movie. I'm sticking to my story. Thank you all for joining in here and watching this incredible story of people, yes, still in prison for life, for a plant, and for nonviolent crimes. It's time to level the playing field and to tell your authorities and globally to end prohibition. We can do this, folks. We have to. It will manifest in so many different ways across the board. Hemp Hemp Hooray, I mean what I say, reform, clemency, and restitution. It's a good time to speak up and through film, share this with the world and end global prohibition. This is Tommy Chong for Labor's Madness.
So we want to bring them inside. Hooray. We want to bring all the prisoners from the inside and out. This is Jeff Eichen on this incredible show that we had today, episode 194. And I'll just go around the room one more time. Any final words, Eric? You're muted still. You're muted.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you got it. We got you.
No, it's always great to spend time with you guys. You're like extended family for me. So always pleasure to be here. Sorry I can't make it more often than I do, but delighted to be here tonight.
Okay, see you in October, baby. Okay. Peace in the Middle East, everybody. And Paul, any final words?
I just want to tell you thank you for everything that you personally do, because I know you put a lot of effort into this, and we need heroes like you. So that would be my final word.
Jeannie, any final words?
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody, and everyone go make higher love.
Okay, I love that song. Give me the higher love. Give me the higher love. And Crazy, any final words?
Keep being you and doing what you're doing, because everybody's doing absolutely fabulous these days. So keep doing it.
Okay, and Solo, final words.
Shout out to the prisoners for coming to get you, and all the stoners out there. Stay cool.
Okay, and at the count of three, everybody, Hemp Hemp Hooray. 1, 2, 3. Hemp Hemp.
Hemp, hemp,
Hooray! Okay, that's for Jackie Boy. Love you, everybody. And let's find Jason when you get a chance, Eric. Get him to me. I want to talk to him.
I'll track him down this week. See where he's at.
Yeah. Go tell him, because I knock him on something. I don't know, Twitter or something. I don't know which one where I'm at any day and anymore. But I haven't heard back from him. So I just thought that he must be moving or in a moment of busyness. So give him a shout. Tell him, call Jeff Eichen. Everybody, call Jeff Eichen.
Well, I mean, working in the cannabis industry is synonymous with drama. So
come on, everybody, call Jeff Eichen. I won't allow
patience.
no drama in my mama. So no trauma, no drama, and no pharma. So everybody, it's like a jungle sometimes. It makes you wonder how I keep from going under. Ha 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 ha. Grandmaster Flash is going to be on stage with us. If we can find, Willie and Snoop, we can get Grandmaster. So everybody come to me. Let's do a concert. Let's have fun. Let's raise the money. Let's get hemp going with Paul. Let's get Solo some work in the industry. Let's sell all of Crazy Pop Mom stuff. Let's get Jeannie her own show, and let's just keep going, everybody. So keep going and growing. That's all I got today. Hemp Hemp Hooray. See you next week, everybody. Jeff Eichen, episode 194. Let's open the door in 24 for all the prisoners. Hemp Hemp Hooray. Okay, so now we are going to go all the way over to, let's see if we can get rid of that. There we go. So thank you, everybody, at StreamYard and on Zoom. Now I got to find my StreamYard. There we go. Remove. So it's Jeff Eichen here, and with my crazy hair, free the hair. And love and light, everybody, to you all. I had my hemp hat on most of the show. This is a beautiful hemp pad, not like dirty cotton, and it's all hemp, you know. And so there we go. Got my hat on again, and I'll see you next week, everybody. Hemp Hemp Hooray. Jeff Eichen. Free the prisoners, free the plant, free yourself.